Hello, Liz here with another craft. So what we're going to be doing today is decorating this wooden mirror. And I got two of them, and I got them at the Goodwill store. And it looks like somebody made these. But I think I paid like $2 for them. I usually don't pay more than $2 for any of this stuff that I get at Goodwill or Texas Thrift, those kind of places. So we're going to make this look a little farmhousey. I'm going to use white apple barrel acrylic paint. I'm going to spray it down. Now this is distilled water, but you can use plain water. So the first thing I'm going to do is spray down the wood on this. Oh, no. First thing I'm going to do is tape off the mirror, because I don't want to get paint or on the mirror. Okay, that didn't turn out very well. Let me try this again. Just taping this off so I don't get paint on the mirror. And like I said, this is a mirror that I got at Goodwill, and I paid $2 for it. Sure, there's an easier way to do this, but anyway, here we go. And if you like this video and you know someone that you think might like it, hi Lisa, hi David, Dave, please sprinkle this to your page so others can see it. Now that I have this the mirror taped off, I'm just going to spray it down with some water, the wood part. And I'm just doing this so that I don't get full coverage with the white acrylic paint. I'm going for that farmhouse look, and I've never done this before, so we'll see how it goes. And as you can see, it's thinned out. And then we will take our sandpaper block and then go over this when it's dry. And as you can see, it's just putting a light coat of white on this. And I'm just using my old brush that I like so much. And then I'm going to get the inside here. And then I'm going to dry this before I do the edges. I mean, I don't want to get, I got paint on me, but I don't want to get it all over me. This is taking a little longer to dry because of the water. Okay, that feels like it's dry. So I'm just going to go around the edges. Sorry about that. Ooh. Just painting the edges. And as I said, it looks like somebody made this. They just put a mirror in there and glued it. I thought it would be good to stencil on around the edges. And I put the links to the stencil I'm using in the description and a link to the chalk paste. Just need a little bit more paint. And it doesn't really matter what it looks like because, like I said, we're going to use our sanding block on it. Just going to dry the edges. And don't forget, I'm putting my, hey Tracy, I'm putting my videos on YouTube, so if you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be great. I have, I think, six subscribers right now. Okay, so what I had was this wooden mirror that somebody had made. I got it from Goodwill for a couple of dollars. I taped off the mirror and then I just sprayed the board with water and then I put acrylic paint on it. And now I'm going to use my sanding block on the whole piece. I'm using the fine side right now. I'm just going to give this a farmhouse kind of look. I think I'll switch to the rougher side. So this is one of those sanding blocks from the Dollar Tree. They have one that's fine to medium and then another one that's medium to coarse. This is the fine to medium. And they're in like the automotive section. Okay, now I'm just going to go around the edges. the outside edges. And then I'm going to go on the inside edges here. Okay, this is what it looks like. So you can kind of see the wood underneath it. Just looks kind of old and farmhousey, shabby. So I'm going to take my tape off. And I just used some of this 3M painter's tape. And the size of this is 10 inches by 10 inches. And then in case you want to make one of your own, or get somebody to make one for you, the mirror portion is about 3 3/4. Yeah, 3 3/4 square. Okay, now I thought I would use my Faith, Hope, Love, and Family stencil from Magnolia Design. You'll find this in the 8 by 11 section. I'm going to use the Faith and Hope. I'm going to put Faith at the top and Hope on the bottom. And I'm going to use my coal black chalk paste from Magnolia. And like I said, I did put links in the description to the stencil and the chalk paste. Now, there is a cloth that you can get from Magnolia Design for fuzzing of the stencil, but I just picked this up at the Dollar Tree. It works pretty good. I just haven't bought one from Magnolia yet. So I'm going to do this about 3 times. And then I'm just going to place it, eyeball it somewhere in the middle. Make sure all the bubbles are out and that it's where I want it. Okay, that looks pretty good. And let me do the Faith one. Again, I'm going to fuzz this about 3 times. These are adhesive stencils, and you can reuse them several times. When you get finished with them, you want to wash them right away. And when you dry them, you want to dry them with the sticky side up. Trust me, I inadvertently dried one with the sticky side down and thought I was never going to get it pulled up. It's not fun, and it kind of messes up your stencil too. Okay, so I'm going to do both of these in the black. And I have my squeegee here. These are those cut apart squeegees, and they're $2.50, and I cut an edge off that I use for my smaller stencils. So I'm going to use this bigger part for these stencils. And this is about what your chalk paste should look like, kind of like sour cream. And then I'm just put some on my squeegee, and then I'm going to put it on my word and arrow. And if you want to see how not to do your stencils, you need to watch my video from yesterday. It was kind of a disaster, but it's out there. I mean, none of us are perfect, and I know I'm not. But usually in crafting, if you make an error, you can somewhat fix it. If you can't fix it, sometimes you can cover it up, turn it over, use the other side. Kind of like my 5-year-old granddaughter said, she had gotten paint on one of the little towering tumbling towers. She got red paint on it, and I told her to sand it off, and she was attempting to, but she really wasn't getting it off. So eventually she told me, she said, "Grandma, just turn it over and use the other side." Or she said, "Just flip it over and use that side." So that's what I did. Pretty smart kid. Okay, so here we go with the top one. Ooh, look how crisp that is. Doesn't that look beautiful? Faith. I'm not going to be able to wash this right away, so I'm going to put it in a tub of water face down. And then the reveal for the bottom one. Oh, it's a little tight. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I love it. What do you guys think? If you like this, can you give me some hearts or thumbs up? And also what I thought I would do is, I have these other verses, well, not really verses, but stencils from the other company. And thank you for the hearts. And if you guys want the link to this, I don't sell these, but I know someone who does. And we're going to use this one here. It's Faith Over Fear. And I thought it would go good with this since we have faith at the top. I'm going to put it right here on the mirror. And I'm going to do that in white. And hopefully it'll turn out all right. And I need to find another piece of squeegee. Here it is. It's down in here. Come on out. So here's the other piece of my squeegee. Where are we? Right here. So I'm going to use that on this one. And it looks like this might be a little crooked. Let me try this again. And these are also adhesive stencils. You do not have to fuzz these. They're not as sticky. I think they do cost a little more, but they have a lot of the Faith stencils, and I like that. Okay, I think I have that on where I want it, and I'm just going to take my white chalk paste. It's a little bit thicker than the other, so I'm going to spray this down when I get finished with it. So I just have a little bit on my squeegee here, and I'm just putting it right here on my stencil. And then any excess that I have, I'm just putting back in a jar. We don't want to waste anything. Okay. Now this, you do want to use distilled water. And then you just put the lid on, and then the next time it'll be good to use. Okay, so you guys ready? What do you think? So faith over fear, and in faith and hope. Now, since we still have time, I think we could go ahead and do this other one that I have. And then I can show you the process from the beginning. So what I did was I cleaned my piece here with alcohol pad, and to get the farmhouse look on the board. Well, you know, I did this the last time too. I'm going to tape the mirror off so we don't get anything on it. I don't know why I can't remember that. Okay, so let's get this little piece here off. Okay, so I'm just making sure that my mirror is covered. And I'm not the best with this tape, but as long as it's covered, it doesn't matter. Put a little piece here in the corner. And then I could probably use this here. Look at that. Right there. And this little piece right here. Okay. So here we go. It's all taped on. Just going to use my spray bottle. Now I'm not getting it extremely wet, but just a little bit. And then I'm going to pour this on here. And on my brush. And I'm just using an old brush that I really like. And then I'm just painting over it. And it doesn't matter if you cover it all or not. We're going to be sanding it. It really doesn't matter what direction you go either. And then I'm going to get the inside part here where the mirror is. And then I'm going to dry this, and then I'll do the sides. Get some of this excess off of here. Is it hot in Tennessee? We go on a walk in the evening, and I tell you what, I just drip sweat. And Lisa, you might want to go back to the beginning of yesterday's video. I don't know if you saw the sign I made for William, but you might want to make one of those for Your grandson. Yeah, the humidity is crazy. And you guys might want to go to Hobby Lobby too and find out where their 90% off section is, because I got some good buys on things that I could use to do crafts on boards and stuff like that. And then their 4th of July stuff is 80% off now, so I picked up some of this stuff from there too. If you stay on, I'll show you some of the stuff I got from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so this is drying. I'm just going to go around the edges here. And let me get some paint. Just put it right there. And if you guys decide to do any of the projects that I have out there on my videos, I'd really like for y'all to post those on my Liz's Craft page. It's set up so that you can post your pictures on there. I would really like to see what you guys do and see how it differs from what I did. Because we all have our own style of doing things, and I just think it would be good to see things that are different from the way I do it. Okay, so I'm going to I'll touch this up a little bit for sure. I'm going to dry the edges. Okay, that looks pretty good. So this is what we have. So I'm just going to rough it up. You and I are going shopping when you come in October. Sure, definitely. Okay, so I'm just going around the edges, and I'm going to use the rougher side. So this is the medium side of this sanding sponge. Okay, now let me get the top side of this. Getting the dust off of it, and then I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay. off. Oh, you guys want to see that? This, I roughed that up pretty good. So this is what we have. I'm going to take our tape off. Okay. So I'm going to use these two now, Family and Love. And these are the 4 that come in the set. You have Family, Love, Hope, and Faith. That's all in one set at Magnolia Design. Should I put Family on top or Love on top? Oh, and Philip did have, oh, he had a heat gun. I knew he had to have one. 14 speeds. Wow. Okay, so what do you guys think? Love on top or Family on top? Let me know in the comments. Family on top. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, Tracy, where do you live? Are you in Tennessee too? I'm not much up on where everybody lives. Okay, so I got the Family on top. Maybe she's not on there anymore. Can you tell me where she lives, what state? Lisa? I'm fuzzing these 3 times. Okay, Family on top, Love on the bottom. And again, I'm going to use the black chalk paste. Hopefully that's not too thin because I pulled this out of the water, my squeegee out. I don't know. Let me just take a quick look at it. Yeah, it's a little bit, yeah, it's still pretty good though. Oh, it looks good. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Oh, she's in Mississippi. I bet it's hot there too. Do you guys see how easy this is? I mean, it blows my mind. Stencils used to be like a total pain, and I could never get them right. But these, oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? Family and Love. And I am going to put this one here in the middle. And the reason being is sometimes with family, it's hard to let go. So we need to let go and let God. That's just my thoughts on that. sometimes as family we tend to hold on to stuff that maybe we shouldn't. Hey Shannon, is it hot there in Virginia? Shannon, you might want to watch the replay. We're just about done here. But this turned out really cute. And I'll take pictures of these and put them on Liz's craft page. Which, if you want to tell anybody to go to that page, it's actually, if you search Facebook, it's Crafting with Liz. I guess somebody already took Liz's craft, so I wasn't able to get that. Okay, pull this up. And like I said, for the stencils and the chalk paste, I put links in the description. The one in the middle, though, that's a different company, and I do know someone who sells those. And if you want the link to that, send me a private message and I will give you the link. Now, as soon as you're done with your stencils, you need to clean them off. I have mine in a pail of water, and you just use a sprayer on them and then rub your finger on them for chalk paste. Ink is a little bit more difficult to get off. They have a sponge in a Magnolia Design to use for it, and it does help. It removes it quickly. So this was the last one we did. And then, oh my goodness. And then we did this one too. So these were just 10" by 10" wood pieces that someone had put a mirror in. They had glued it in, and I got it at the Goodwill for less than, well, it was probably $1.99 each for each of these. So I'll probably put a hanger on the back and hang it on a wall together, or I could buy those little stands and put them on a table. So this is what we did today. I do have a craft in mind for tomorrow, and I'll post a picture later on, and we'll go from there. So for right now, keep crafting, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.